Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Monster Madness, and it's going to be Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, the 1920 History of Horror. Oh boy, hopefully I didn't fuck that title up. But yeah, I've watched this movie before, shockingly, even though I can't even pronounce the title of the movie. But I have watched it before. I've only watched it once, and from what I remember, it was a really old movie from the 1920s. It was silent. It had sort of subtitle cards on the screen where you didn't really hear the audio when they were talking. It didn't have no sound in that way. It was just music. And every time you wanted to hear what they were saying, a sort of a title card would appear up with some text saying what they were thinking and saying. Because that's how they did it back in the day, that sort of style. But I believe this is one of the sort of best sort of silent films in this sort of era of the time. But that's what I remember from watching it once, because I was going through a sort of horror phase where I just wanted to watch all these scary old classic movies, just really old movies, and I remember watching this one. I can't remember a lot about it, maybe because I fell asleep halfway through it, but seriously, I did really enjoy it. But let's check out the video, shall we? Let's go.
Welcome to Cinemassacre's
Oh boy.
Monster Madness. Here we will be covering the basic history of horror films in only 31 days. For our first review, let's go back to the year 1920 with the German expressionist
Jesus,
classic, The Cabinet
1920.
of Dr. Caligari. The cabinet
Caligari,
contains the
there we go.
sleepwalker Caesar, controlled by the mad magician Caligari,
Yeah.
who commands him to kill all those he seeks vengeance upon. This theme of a mad doctor or villain taking control of a monster has been recycled countless times throughout horror movies.
Yeah.
Also, the monster often falls in love with a girl who he has no business with, and this becomes his downfall. It's the classic Beauty and Beast story used in tons of monster movies, most notably King Kong. So besides being one of the first horror films and having influenced the whole genre, it was also important to film in general for its surreal visuals and cryptic storytelling.
Yeah.
The whole movie is told from the point of view of an inmate from an asylum. So not only is the story vague, but everything we see is distorted. Shadows are painted across the floor, things bend at weird angles,
Yeah.
windows are anything but square.
Great
Watching the
atmosphere.
movie is like going into a dream world. And up till then, movies usually depicted a setting in reality, but this is fantasy, and that happens to be an important aspect to the horror genre.
Yep. Aw, is that it? I really wanted some more. But yeah, that's the end of it, I guess. I really wanted him to go deep diving into the movie, because it was totally awesome. But yeah, from what I remember, because I watched it 10 years ago, guys. It was 10 years ago that I watched it, so I can't remember much about it, but I remember watching it. I was laying in bed in the dark, and I was watching it. It was pretty fucking creepy. I mean, it was on the Exorcist sort of levels. But yeah, it was totally awesome. It was totally great. Really enjoyed it very much. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.